black tire now likely to run long. And Grosjean just came out of the pits as Kyle Kirkwood has another battle on his hands.
This time Kirkwood, though, has the hot Firestone tires, and he's going to try to make that move, and he will get it done.
Puts the field a little bit on notice as Toby Sowery, the rookie, trying to go around the outside.
This is not what Kirkwood needs. He wants that fresh air, that clean racetrack that he can see in front of him. If Sowery gets around, it's going to kill that, but it's going to be a big dive into 7. Who's going to blink?
Remember what he did to Scott Dixon earlier in the race. Sowery backs off, tries to do the cross-up. Kirkwood's going to defend aggressively, I think, right here.
He's giving the inside to the 51. There's a lot of marbles off track already, but he's got the preferred line. It might be advantage Toby into the chicane. That is bad for Kyle Kirkwood. Group, he's got 2 more tries at it, right? There's 2 more stops in this race. If everything goes according to plan, there you go. Ferrucci on the inside of Herta into 4.
It was quite a surprise that he only qualified 20th yesterday after leading the first 2 practice sessions. So we know the number 3 Freightliner Chevy has some pace as we ride the Delaware Light on board with Marcus Ericsson. And we see an overtake from Alexander Rossi coming up the inside.
That's Ericsson fresh out of the pit.
We had a few stoppers on the left, too, just topping off on that very first yellow.
Now, if this ends up a black tire race, Rinus VeeKay is really in a hole because he has bailed on those black tires early, and now he has to run long on the reds as he's challenged by David Malukas down the backstretch.
VeeKay fresh out of the pit lane or 1 lap in?
No, he's fresh out of the pits.
Fresh out of the pits. Early stop from Malukas, and right in front of him, Rossi. That's working out for those guys. A difference in the tire strategy that really just comes down to which kind of tire that driver and that car setup is happier on. As Award here trying to line up a pass. Gets it done on Felix Rosenquist.
He started 22nd.
Oh, goes a bit wide.
Qualified well.
But you did take out a car in a pretty vicious way on the back straightaway. So on we go. Look at Colton Herta with a move.
Lundgaard going defensive into turn 1, but nicely executed from the driver of the Gamebridge Honda.
Starting to see the second round of pit stops. None of the leaders have come in yet. We just saw Pato O'Ward dive down just a moment ago as we ride the Verizon on board with the leader, Will Power.
And Pato has no requirement to give that spot up to Will, but Will's going to force the issue and make it happen on the outside of turn 11. Great move there.
Move forward just a little bit, a couple since the restart. And David Malukas is the biggest mover so far. And there's the championship leader. He has moved up to 2nd. Palou scores more points. Ferrucci drops to 3rd.
Again, textbook stuff here from Alex Palou on the draft, deep on the brakes. Ferrucci given a pretty wide berth there.
There's almost a quarter of the season to go. The top 4 are all in the top 9 today. Will they make it through turn 1? Will this be the first win for AJ Foyt Racing in over a decade? Santino Ferrucci leading the field to green. Let's go from Portland, and what a run for Will Power coming down into turn 1.
It was an early jump from Ferrucci. That gave Power the draft, but he's trying to hold it on the outside, side by side, and one Power is going to take it around the outside of 2.
I thought Ferrucci touched right front to left rear of Will Power. It looks like he comes away unscathed, but Will Power being bold and decisive into the first corner.